Thank all of you for your coming. Coming today as member of the European Parliament for Enterprises, and we are feeling the entrepreneurial spirit today in this hall of political decisions. Decisions which are supporting or defending our business. And thanks for your signal you give us that you are ready and willing to bear responsibility for your company, for the employees, for the society, and for the country, and for Europe. You are standing for welfare, for security, for employment, for business education. You have a very responsible task to fulfill. And today, European Union is accepting and respecting that. And therefore, thank you, Vice President, Commissioner, very much for your presence. It's a compliment for the business society in Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here because we had yesterday and today a meeting of the Global Chamber Platform. That's a very informal organization of all umbrella chambers of the major countries around the world and the continental chambers. And we are discussing our problems, our forecasts, what will come in 2017, what are our concerns, what are our hopes, and what can we do in reality, and what can we address vis-à-vis the political authorities. And that's the major point. We are vis-à-vis the so-called G20. The G20, the 20 major economic powers around the world. And our task is to bring in our practical experience, to say what we need, what we are doing, what we are hoping. We are the voice of you vis-à-vis to the leaders of the world. Therefore, it's of greatest importance that also you are part of this very democratic institution. Ladies and gentlemen, we discussed today what's the situation now. An instable world, weak growth rates, and weak support from politics. In spite of that, we are optimistic, more optimistic than the World Bank. The World Bank forecast is for next year a growth rate worldwide of 2.8%. It's very low in the worldwide average. We are more optimistic. We think 3 to 4% it could be. It could be when our demands, when our concerns are respected. What are these? First, the major concern of all members, and we have 100 million companies as our members, with 1 billion employees. They are very representative. And the main factor is political and social stability. And then you know that political and social stability is much more than one country, than one continent can deliver. We need a global agreement for that. The second is concerns in direction of the financial system. Financial health is in danger, more than at the survey 1 year ago. The threat of the financial system of the world for the real economy is present, and we have to work on that. And all what was done in the last 2 years is not enough to avoid a danger of a new financial crisis where all the real economies would suffer. And therefore, it's necessary to regulate this sector and necessary to give access to finance, especially for the small and medium-sized companies, worldwide new access. And in Europe, we need for SMEs guarantees instead of subsidies. And in Europe, we should, the Basel III regulatory framework, abolish for small and medium-sized enterprises in total. For the big ones, yes, they are internationally active, but the small and medium-sized companies don't need restrictions, they need support. The third point is climate change. We were in favor last year to contribute that the agreement of Paris could happen. And all the business organizations were ready and willing to contribute because it's part of our social responsibility. Responsibility vis-à-vis our society and our next generations. And I'm happy that this could happen, and I hope that now the realization will follow. And we are in decisive part to realize that. But we need the frame conditions also. Environmental protection, renewable energy, energy efficiency, and all those things we all know. We have discussed it today, and we have clear recommendations for the political authorities. Ladies and gentlemen, migration, it was divided today. Some continents see an opportunity, a chance to get also of demographic reasons, new powers, new skilled people, and others see a threat. We have to discuss this issue. It's not only a European one, it's a worldwide issue. We have not only to discuss, we have to solve. Ladies and gentlemen, the Global Chamber Platform is the possibility not only to think globally, but also to act globally. Act globally because we know, and particularly you as representative of the companies know, that we all are in a network of business relations, in a network of confidence, in a network of not only doing business together, but also bear a common responsibility for this world and implement not only technologies, not only financial transactions, but also a global responsibility for next generation and a global ethic behavior. And by doing that, the business community is serving to the global world, but also to the single human beings. Thank you very much for your contribution.